What's going on, guys? So we are out here at the Jayco Homecoming event, and this is where they feature the 2026 model year lineup. In front of me is a fifth wheel, part of their Eagle HT series, and this is something special because they have absolutely killed it with this floor plan, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So in front of us, we actually have a completely new floor plan that is really awesome. They actually flagged me down and said, you gotta look at this floor plan. And this is part of their Jayco Eagle fifth wheel lineup. This thing is super cool, and they're doing a lot of amazing things in here that I'm not gonna say are groundbreakingly different, but they're executed on so well for a relatively affordable, mid-profile, non-super luxury, branded RV, right? If you wanna go to their super luxury branded, you're gonna have to jump into a North Point or a Pinnacle. So this is something that if you love the look of the interior, you may actually be able to afford this one. Anyways, before we look at the numbers, check out the floor plan right here. So I know I'm giving a little bit of it away to you, but this has a really cool kind of L-shaped sofa in the back, mid-kitchen, and it has a really nice front bedroom area. But we're going to take a closer look at this to see what it's all about. But of course, we got to look at the numbers first. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating. Wow, that's actually a lot lower than I thought. 13,800 pounds. Cargo capacity, 1,963 pounds. Right on twin 6,000 pound axles, and it has H-rated 16-inch tires. That is pretty freaking phenomenal. So that's actually greater than a G-rated tire for those of you who struggle with the alphabet like I do sometimes. Has a dry weight of 11,837 pounds, which makes this towable by some 3/4 ton trucks so long as you have the higher gross vehicle weight rated version of that truck. If you have 3,300, 3,600, 3,700 pounds worth of cargo capacity, you may get away with towing something like this, but just keep in mind, with something at this weight, you're probably going to be pushing about 2,300 pounds worth of tongue weight or pin weight down on the back of your truck. So you're going to run out of cargo capacity likely before you run out of towing capacity. Just keep that in mind. The front of this thing looks absolutely beautiful. Love the LED accent lights they're putting on these now. This is going to have electronic leveling as well. Twin 40-pound propane cans, so you can take up to 80 pounds worth of propane material with you. So that's twin 40-pound cans, which is awesome. Plus in here you have your audio system connectivity as well. You have your MPPT solar charge controller, and you have your Nuvo H2O triple water filtration system. Plus this huge storage. This is absolutely a ginormous amount of storage, considering the fact that this does not ride on a drop frame like a North Point. So this is a complete straight I-beam frame, and that's why you see it bump up right here, but you still get a ton of storage in here, and it's unobstructed, which is really nice. As we come back, you have your MB CURT sound system in here, which is awesome. Then our tires are going to be, pardon me, it's dark in here. These are Rainier, but these are H-rated tires on a 16-inch wheel. That's something you never see. That is awesome. We have the upgraded Cree 3000 suspension here as well. Plus it has greasable wet bolts and standard shackle hangers. It does have the reinforced little angle iron up here. I know it's dark, I apologize for that. Again, electronic 4-point leveling system on here as well. And this does have a rack and pinion slide out on this side. You have twin awnings, both with LED lights. You have their standard warranty, which is the 2-year limited and 3-year structural warranty. Back here, your spray port, J-port for your grill and griddle if you want to plug it into the side, LED lights on the back, plus it's prepped for a backup camera, and it does have a towing package, so it'll support up to 3,000 pounds of tow capacity, 300 pounds worth of hitch weight capacity, even though I never recommend towing behind a towable RV. Cable-driven slide. This is the newer BAL exact slide-out system, so this is actually a better mechanism than the first generation, but it is a cable-driven slide-out. And then over here, we have our on-demand water heating system. Outside of our furnace, we have our Schwinn-Tech slide-out mechanism here as well, and then we have our water panel, which is the Nautilus water control panel, spray port up top also. All right, let's hop inside so we can see what this thing's all about on the inside. Okay, so we're stepping inside of the 335 LSTS. This is warranted for full-time RVing as well. Going up the MORryde step above steps. Now check this out. So this can absolutely be defined as a rear living room floor plan because it truly has a rear living room. So it is really nice. You have this really cool L-shaped sofa. and it folds out with recliners, all sorts of stuff. Plus you have these cool little end tables that go into the cup holders right here, and then you have cup holders on the end table. Huge windows, huge TV. I think it's like a 65-inch TV. It's a giant TV that they put in here, plus all sorts of windows all the way around. So you still get a ton of windows because this is a rear living room floor plan. And instead of the windows being on the back like you see on most of them, they're on this side because the TV's on the back. But that's really great, especially if you have something beautiful that you want to look at on both sides of your RV. You've now given yourself the number of windows to look out to see it. Plus, the largest panoramic fireplace I think I've ever seen. This thing is probably 6 feet wide. It is absolutely insane. And there's your huge TV. You're gonna have probably some shallow storage here. It's not actually as shallow as I thought. These are probably about 8 to 10 inches deep. It's not bad. Not soft closing cabinets. Really, really nice living room space. This is just fantastic how they've executed on it. And then the kitchen, love the solid surface countertops. Love the multifunction stainless steel single basin sink with the vegetable rinser and the glass cleaner. If you use that, let me know. I've seen different polls from people asking that question. I'd love to know if my viewers with that use that. Plus you have that right there. You have a fairly tight space in here. I'm not going to say that I think this is huge because this space is definitely not huge. I mean, it's functional if you're cooking and you're using the sink, but it is kind of tight, right? This looks to be about 30 inches, maybe 32 inches wide. You have more storage for stuff right here. 3-burner stove oven combination, GE profile. Got a drawer down there, plus you got more drawers right here. Again, not soft closing. All solid surface, I love that. Nice backsplash, residential GE microwave. You have a Whisper quiet air conditioning system back here. Then above you, you're gonna have a Coleman Mach system, and we'll see what we have up front when we get there. Right here, you're gonna have your really cool upgraded EverChill residential style 12-volt refrigerator. It's a good size refrigerator with freezer drawers and other drawers down in the bottom. Then right here, you have your pantry, complete with motion lights and adjustable shelves. I love the fact that there are adjustable shelves on this. That's really nice. But this is really, really nice. I mean, they've done a great job with the living room and kitchen, other than the fact that that is a little tight right there. Gotta admit, there's no getting around that. If you walk through this unit on a dealership lot, you'll say the same thing. It is a little tight, but you're in an RV. What do you expect, right? It's gonna be a little tight in some areas. Anyways, let's go check out the rest. Okay, so we have some coat holders right here. You have your fuses and breakers down there. Your touch screen to control everything, your lighting, your air conditioner, your slide outs, all of that stuff, plus diagnostics. And you can also access it from your smartphone, which is really nice. These are just AC sensors. And then we go up the steps into the bathroom area. So you have some more hangers up here, porcelain foot flush toilet. Good spot for towels and toiletries. Are those? I thought they might be adjustable. They're not. It's a good size shower space. You could probably be upwards of 6'5" and still comfortably fit in here. It would be cool if they had the adjustable shower rod right there for the sprayer. Thermofoil countertop, undermount plastic sink, cabinet storage there, and a good size medicine cabinet as well. And mirror. It looks really nice in here actually. Kind of a newer design exhaust fan as well. All right, stepping into the bedroom. Love the fact that it has a Whisper quiet air conditioning system in the bedroom. A lot of companies will put that in the back, but they won't put it up front here. This is a huge bed. This is a king size bed for sure. Has a nice padded headboard, blackout shades as well. And you have this really beautiful closet system here at the end, along with a pull-out hamper right there. More drawers right there. Got a good amount of space in here to be able to put things. You got a mirrored closet or spot for your stackable washer and dryer. If you don't, you have some hanging stuff back there. You can hang stuff from the rods also. This is really nice. You got your drawers right here. I love that copper tone handle. Those look really, really good. Plus, nice small countertop space here. They probably could have made this a little bit larger, but it's not bad. Then you can mount your TV up here, and you have all your connections up there. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, though. What do you think? This is a really cool floor plan. Again, what are your opinions on the living room space as well as the kitchen space? Do you need a larger kitchen? If you don't, Let me know. If you do, let me know. Drop a comment below. They love feedback as well. So, you know, definitely share it so they can also see what you love and things that you might not love. And one thing I forgot to mention is that this actually pulls out like that to give you a much larger, longer table if you have more chairs that you want to set around it, because you're going to have the other chairs probably underneath the bed. But this is really nice what they've done. Again, drop a comment below. I'd love to know your feedback on this. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.